The last roundup, last roundup, last roundup.
Horror Show.
I discovered there is life after death.
How do you know?
There is a certain mental transference, telepathy that occurs between the vampires and their victims.
So let the sun shine in, face it with a grin. Smilers never lose, and frowners never win. So let the sun.
You are watching the Last Roundup Horror Show. I am Frank, and we got the crew here again. We got Jason Miller.
What's
There
up,
he
guys?
is. We got Ray McGuff, Randy Wotan.
Hey ho!
There he is. And John Walmsley.
Hey, what's
This
going on, everyone?
Soon to be the horror face of horror, the final
The
face
new
of
face of
Face
horror.
horror.
Yeah.
Oh, people got to vote. Got to get out there and
Yeah.
vote.
Hit them
Buy
votes.
some votes. It's 2 for 1 today.
Just like Kamala Harris, get out the vote. That's what I
Yep.
say.
Get out there
Not
and buy
going back.
votes. Come on.
I'm not going
It's
back to this non-face of horror life.
That's right.
So we're still continuing. This is our Halloween special, I guess you could say. We're continuing the franchise, the Halloween franchise. We've got into the area where a lot of people get a little bit worked up over these two movies we're going to talk about. And I don't really know why, because they're not like the most egregious entries into I mean, there's some stuff that sucks in both of them, but anyways, let's start with 1998's Halloween H2O, 20 years later. Summary for this film: Laurie Strode, now the dean of a Northern California private school with an assumed name, must battle the shape one last time as the life of her own son hangs in the balance. Directed by Steve Miner, who did Friday the 13th parts 2 and 3. He also did House, Soul Man, if you're familiar with that fun movie.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
He did Warlock, Forever Young, the Rick Moranis Tom Arnold movie Big Bully. I don't know if you've seen that.
I've seen that.
He also did Lake Placid and the 2008 Day of the Dead remake, which I have not heard anything about. That is that a should we watch that sometime?
I think
It
that
seems
was
like-
a direct-to-video remake,
but
and
I
it
mean,
didn't. I think it had Sid Haig in it, didn't it? I can't remember.
did it? I don't know. No, that was like Night of the,
That was
Night
the
of the
Night
Living
of the
Dead
Living
3D
Dead.
or something like
Oh,
that.
okay. But yeah, I
the
remember
remake.
when it came out, and everybody said it was horrible, though.
Oh,
So I
God,
don't know.
You would have.
Yeah.
It must not. It must be because we would have heard something about it. I don't
Yeah.
know. Who wants to go first? Oh, I got the writers here. Hold on. Written by Robert Zappia. He's known mostly for rip-off films. I got a couple of them here. Tell me if you can guess what movie it's ripping off.
Oh, okay.
The first one is called Chop Kick Panda. Huh? Anybody?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That on the nose, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds
yeah.
Chop
stupid.
Kick Panda.
Chop Kick Panda.
Oh,
And then we got
wow.
we got Puss in Boots, A Furry Tale, which isn't the I mean,
Mhm.
Puss in Boots is probably like a public domain story, so it's not necessarily connected to Shrek. But then this one's funny, Tappy Toes, which is like Happy
Happy
Feet.
feet.
Oh,
Little
God.
penguin. He did a lot of the Tom and Jerry movies, and in 2022 he returned to writing horror with a screenplay for Pray for the Devil. This also has additional writing credits for John Carpenter and Deborah Hill for the original story and characters. Okay, now who wants to go first?
Wait, can I ask you? I thought Kevin Williamson did the script for this as well, and then he got fired or something or quit, and then they redid it.
Maybe I didn't look too far. There's for both these Halloween movies, there's pages of weird trivia, so that might have happened. I'm not sure.
And they used his treatment as like the bones, and then they added their own shit.
I know originally they wanted John Carpenter to do this movie because Jamie Lee Curtis had a lot of pull and she wanted to have the whole old gang back together. But I think Carpenter hit him with like a a huge number, like it was a crazy amount of money, and then he wanted a 3-picture deal. So like they were like, nah, and he's like, I don't give a shit, whatever. It didn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But who wants to go first? Anybody?
I'll go first.
I'll go first.
Oh, there we go.
All
Jump
right.
in.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So American Slasher, direct sequel to Halloween 2, and this one brings us back to the Laurie Strode versus Michael Myers. Um, I I think it's a great cast. I like all the characters in this. I love the Northern California setting. I love the Hillcrest Academy. I think it's I don't know. It looks really cool at night. They did a great job with the lighting. It's lit well. I think it scored well too. There was a couple of times where, like, well, it's funny. I'm going to mention Tom and Jerry, right? Because, well, I'll get to that point later. But um, there's a couple of times where the score is like really exciting. Like I feel like it's
Like a
almost
cartoon.
well, yeah, a little too exciting for what was actually happening on the screen. But anyway, like I found myself kind of like bouncing in my seat and like going along with the score. Um, Not a lot of kills in this, which there really isn't a lot of kills in a Halloween movie anyway, which kind of leads me back to this. The Halloween franchise is more of a cat and mouse, I feel, with Laurie and Michael. At least that's what I want it to be. That's what feels good to me. Um, not a lot of blood. Again, not really ever in Halloween's. Um, One thing I absolutely can't stand about this movie, and it's in Resurrection too. The Michael dropping from the ceiling with one arm, like
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was so dumb.
even if he's
So outta
dropping,
character.
let's say he was dropping down from somewhere. At least at H2O, like the ceiling's right above that pipe. So like, where was he? Like
I kept thinking
was
about
he-
it.
How was he perched up there? Was he like Spider-Man
That's what I
against the
mean.
wall?
That's what I
And
mean.
that's-
Like he has to be like a gymnast, like holding himself straight out
And
on
in
bars or
Resurrection,
something, right?
he's holding onto a ledge with like 3 fingers.
It's very he must have been spending 20 years taking gymnastic lessons or something. But I remember I saw this in a theater, and like I said, there's not a lot of great kills in this. Actually, pretty tame for a Halloween movie, really. But I remember sitting there at the end, great kill, right? But I had mixed feelings because she chopped off his head. I'm like, what? Like that was really cool and all, but now there's no possible way Myers can come back, and they just killed off the whole Halloween franchise. And not that there really has been a Halloween, at least a good one, since anyway. So we haven't really got a whole lot from him to begin
Well, I
with.
mean,
But
6 is the best one, so
huh?
I said, well, 6 is like the best one, so
Well, that's what. But, I mean,
Whenever
that's
that came
before. So, yeah, that's before this. So it doesn't. Like I
yeah.
said, nothing really after that. But anyway, yeah, great ending, great kill. This is I don't know, this movie, it feels good. I don't know what they did. This movie feels like a Halloween movie to me. It's one of my favorite movies out of the 90s. LL Cool J, I liked him. I thought he was
Yeah, he was good.
I thought it might have
the
been his
style-
first movie, but it wasn't. It was not his
well,
first movie.
it's
I
not
thought
necessarily that he did fine acting, but just his role with his wife on the phone or girlfriend or whatever,
yeah.
them
That
going
was
back
fun,
and
yeah.
forth, like, yeah, that was just
That was
I
fun.
was just comparing it. I was comparing it to he follows this up, I think, immediately with Deep Blue Sea, which he is lit up in that movie. Like he's a character in that fucking movie. He's got a bird, he's called the preacher or something. He's like a
Mhm.
whole character. It's like just a different vibe. This felt a little more subdued, but then when I pulled up his IMDb, he's in like 4 or 5 movies before this, and then like a ton of music videos that aren't even his shit. Like he was just popping up all over the place back then. Big
Were they horror
superstar.
movies?
No, they were like street movies. He would be like Marco and like, whatever.
Yeah, so I
90s
started
was heavy
thinking
with
about
those.
all the rappers that are in horror movies. Like what was I looking at today? I was on IMDb today and saw Coolio. I forget what movie.
Oh, he's in Leprechaun. He's in
Mhm.
Yeah,
Leprechaun in the
but there was
Hood.
like a lot of
And
rappers like started to get into horror
Ice-T.
movies.
Oh yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
They were
Did I
marketable.
give this a score yet?
No.
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 Oh, it's a 7 out of 10 for me.
Right
Who's
on.
next?
All right.
Who's
I'll go.
next?
All right. So yeah, Frank, you covered it was a direct sequel to Halloween 2. So what happened at the end of Halloween 2? He got burned up.
Everyone should have died
And-
at the end of Halloween 2.
Yeah.
Loomis
Everyone-
should have died. Michael should have died. Laurie should have died.
Right.
It
So
blew up, right?
the room did. She got out. She got out of the
After
room.
she shot him in both eyes.
Right? When she could barely see because the gas was like
Sharpshooter.
making her. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I saw this one in the theater. Me and my dad went and saw it. And I liked it. And I've watched it over the years and stuff. But watching it this time, I don't know. Felt like a chore this time around. I don't know. Maybe the new trilogy, with older Jamie Lee maybe jaded me a little bit because I love the first one so much. I was like, that's how you fucking do it. Because I love the first of the new trilogy a lot.
Now, with the new trilogy, what movies are supposed to have happened before that? Is that just
one.
coming straight off of one?
Yeah, just
Okay.
the first one. Yeah.
Because I could not picture this version of Laurie Strode turning into that woman. I mean, at the end, a little bit, but I mean, that woman's like a MAGA prepper. Like
She's like Sarah Connor from Terminator,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a doomsday prepper.
Yeah.
Michael is doomsday for her.
We can all agree that she would have a Trump sign in her yard. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. She would have it.
I don't think she'd have any sign. She doesn't want anyone knowing anything about her. But anyways, he burned up at the end of part 2, so you would think there'd be some kind of evidence on his body. You see his hands. He's not gloved. His hands are perfectly fine. You see his eyes, which I hated.
You really see his eyes all around him. And
so much. You see his eyes. Like, black that shit out, man. Like, I don't.
It looked fine a lot of times though. If it was
got
lit
his eyes
properly.
shot out, duh. Them shit.
Yeah, that's true too. But even if they would light it, that mask looked terrible when they lit it up, especially in that face-to-face scene.
I hate that mask too. Fuck this mask. It's so terrible.
But the lighting, a lot of
terrible.
times you couldn't tell how bad it was. I mean, they lit it properly for the most part. It was just, especially when they did the face-to-face and then the decapitation, they really showcased it right there. It rolled right in front of the camera and stared you right in the face.
I brought that up because you bring up a good point, because one thing I noticed was in the faraway shots, it is not the same mask that he's wearing. It's like almost between like when it was, I don't know if they had a stuntman or if the stuntman was Michael. I mean, that would make more sense. But from like faraway shots and stuff, that mask was different. I don't know if it was different, but it was like white.
I read and I asked John Paul too, because he knows a lot about this one too for some reason, but he said there are 3 masks in this movie.
Okay.
And there's one that's got CGI stuff, which is the one at the end with the head the
Oh,
headlop, I guess. And so they've created 3 different masks for this movie for some
oh.
reason. What you're talking about, I noticed as well, far away. So
It was.
Well, I don't
It
think
made it.
any of them's worse than Resurrection, the Afro Michael.
Oh
We'll get to
man,
that though. Jesus Christ.
yeah,
yeah, that wasn't great either.
yeah.
But anyways, at least in parts 4 through 6, like you see his hand is scarred up and stuff, and you don't see his eyes. So, but like you see some aftermath of the fire. There's nothing. 20 years, like, sorry, Wolverine, Michael Myers, it ain't happening. Like, you are not healed from that. You were in an inferno. Your face, flames on the side of my face, burning.
Well, he was in Northern Hollywood. There's a lot of plastic surgeons there.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna get to that in Resurrection as well.
He just grabs somebody and he's like,
Yeah, yeah. LL Cool J was fun. Michael Myers pissed me off. The one arm pull up, like, go be a Marine.
Stupid.
They need killers. Go get them. Go get him, Tiger. This is what you were built for. Just pretend you're all Lori. First film of Josh Hartnett and that hair. Ugh,
Oh,
it's the meme. It's the meme.
yeah.
I love
Right
that.
up there
I
with
even
Courtney
said it when he
Cox.
walks by. When he walks by the barber shop, I even said, "Just walk in, dude. Just right there. Just go in,
Mhm.
get cleaned up."
Yeah,
But I think he
exactly.
had bad hair everywhere. Like every movie he was in, The Faculty, he had
Oh,
the
That was
same
the cool
shitty
thing.
hairdo.
That was
Yeah,
right after.
that was everybody.
That was right
I
after
guess
this,
so.
probably.
Yeah.
I feel like on the VHS for this, when I rented it, there was a preview for The Faculty. I could be totally wrong, but that feels familiar.
I think
Um,
everything in this year had a preview for The Faculty on it. That was a that was a heavy trailer for everybody.
yeah. Probably for me, the best effect in this movie, besides the head chop was cool. But the dumbwaiter crushing that girl's leg, that was
Oh,
that
that's
was a
cool.
really cool effect. That
Felt
was an
that.
effective part. Like I felt that. I was like, ooh, that gave me a visceral reaction. I love the inclusion of Janet Leigh. Uh, she was driving the same car as Psycho, and her name was Norma, and that was like a all that shit, direct influence. I think she was even wearing like the same outfit.
Oh,
That
from the
she,
movie? Yeah, from
yeah,
Psycho? Yeah.
I think if I'm not mistaken, I read that. So that was cool, rare on screen time with those two. Um, I mean, but like as far as the story, I like Adam Arkin too. I thought he was a cool kind of smart dummy. He was dopey.
Yeah.
He was the
But that's
highlight
just
for
how he
me.
is though.
I liked he has this interaction with the teenage girls where he asks them
Yeah.
what they're doing or something, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go date rape some men or what." It was like a date
We're gonna
rape
go.
joke.
We're gonna go
And then
roofie some guys.
yeah, and then they're like, "Do you want to go with us?" And he's like, "No, I got an appointment to get my nipples pierced later," or something like that.
Yeah,
It
and
was
he was so
perfect
like
comedy timing.
he was so deadpan Ray Romano about it. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get my nipples pierced."
Yeah, he's a good actor though.
He
He might be the
really
best
is.
one in the movie.
Oh, for sure, for sure. He was really really good. But I mean, like the story itself, I I liked it when I was younger. For me, this one doesn't hold up. It's just like I've just seen so much more and like know much more about Halloween than I did when this was out. When this came out, and it's just not my favorite anymore. So I gave it a 5 because it was kind of just blah. Just eh.
It's very mellow. Like it's just
Yeah. I
Yeah.
it was
wasn't
very
there was
tame.
no yeah, it wasn't like there were no tense moments and that face to face was just fucking mask, dude. Ugh, God damn it. They could have tried. At least they tried on Resurrection with the
Lighting
not
would
with
have
the
helped it
hair,
out a lot.
but the whole
Why was it
the
so
whole-
lit up? It was so bright in that area. Like,
it's a posh school.
Yeah.
It's a posh
I
private
guess so.
school. Lori called
But
it.
so
this.
was the school in Black Christmas, right? That was kind of a poshy, like upscale thing. And that was a dark movie. Like everywhere's dark. But I guess it was the 70s. So, or was it the
Yeah.
70s or 80s? Early 80s. 81?
No, Black Christmas? The original Black
70s.
Christmas? No, that was like
77?
75? Maybe
Oh.
even maybe earlier?
79. I don't know.
Hold on.
70s.
It's around there.
But
Don't-
hold on.
internet.
Let's get it.
We,
We
I
can't
got I
move
got
on.
Let's get a serious inquisition going here.
I done forgot the question.
74.
Oh.
Damn. Wow. I was
Yep.
thinking late 70s. Well, no wonder it looks so dark. Anyways, disregard. Continue.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I gave it a 5.
All right, Ray, you want to hit it?
All right. Yeah. So okay, yeah. So right off the bat, I remembered liking this one too from that time period, but in rewatching it, I felt the same way. Like this felt, I don't know, out of place almost for the franchise. At this point, even with 4, 5, and 6, felt more like Michael Myers Halloween movie to me than this. I don't know. Like I guess this felt more like Scream, and that's probably because, like I said, I'm pretty sure this treatment was Kevin Williamson's treatment, and then he quit or got fired or whatever, and then they brought in these guys to put their own little spin on it. I don't know, man. It just didn't feel like Halloween to me. Like, and I don't just mean the movie. I mean the season, right? Like, it's so bright in California, and it's lit up, like we're just talking about, and you've got like it doesn't have that vibe, that how like a small town vibe to me. I just didn't like the setting, either this time around. But I'll just start with the pros though. Like I thought Josh Hartnett and Michelle Williams and Jamie Lee Curtis were all really great. We touched on the acting already. It was cool, Psycho reference, like you said, John. The story is it's still muddled. Like these timelines are so friggin' muddled, like I didn't know it was part 2. I thought it was coming off of part 1 because of the burn situation. Like, I'm like, oh, he's not all fucked up. So it must just be 20 years later after part 1, and none of the other stuff happened, I guess. I don't know. That's the way I was watching it. So
yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Like 4 through 6 is its own thing.
Yeah.
Even though it is a direct sequel, even though 4 is a sequel to 2 because he's all burned up,
Right. So anyway,
yeah.
I thought it had a tight run time too. It wasn't too long. It wasn't too short. It was perfect sweet spot. I liked the head chop. I liked that it was very meta. It is winking at you as an audience member, knowing the stuff that we know about the original movies and things. I thought it was pretty cool. But from there, I get like, I don't know, maybe nitpicky in my old age, but we refer to this guy as the Shape. This dude's like a string bean. He's like a tall, anorexic Michael Myers. He doesn't seem imposing to me at all. The masks look like shit up close. The kills are non-existent. I mean, when they are there, you're like, okay, that's all right, I guess. I mean, Jason, you said that there weren't a lot of kills in the originals, and maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought it felt like quite a bit more than this movie, and I felt like they were more violent and imposing. This was just kind of like, one and done. I don't know. I didn't feel threatened at all when I was watching this go around. The soundtrack I thought was okay too. Like it had like you said, it ramped up in the right spots and it was fun, but that whole ending until the ambulance seemed to go on a little bit too long and the music just got overbearing, I felt, in that part. I thought the dialogue was a little bit off too. I mean, these have never been like, Oscar winning movies, but it's always had some pretty decent banter, and I didn't feel like the kids really felt real to me at all. So they felt like actors, even though they did good with what they had. So I'd say again, and I'd say the 2018 one is a way better sequel to the original movie than this is by a million miles. So, but I liked again watching it. I would watch this one again. I'm not going to throw it out of my rotation ever. I gave this a 6 out of 10. So
Right on. I imagine when this came out, like if you were we were all pretty young at the time. So I know that I was watching these sort of movies, but I wasn't like a hardcore Halloween fan. I imagine if you were like an older person, like a 20, 30-year old who had been watching the Halloween movies since the 70s or whatever, like you probably caught the first one in the fucking theater when you were a kid or whatever. Uh, that when this came out, it probably fucked you up, confused the shit out of you, because the last thing we literally dealt with was a 3-story arc involving Laurie's daughter, right? So then we come into this. Now she's got a son who's an adult, and also she has her life together way more than she ever fucking had before. She's in a college now. Like, how did that happen? But regardless, Josh Hartnett's hair really does deserve like its own Instagram. I don't know if that is a thing yet, but it should be, because it looks like he cut that shit with one of them Flowbee things from back. Remember, like it was like a vacuum that would cut your hair. Crazy.
Butt cut.
Uh, the mask is probably the only serious problem I have with this. I don't have any problem with any of the kills. There's, like you said, there's not a lot of them, but sometimes, occasionally in this movie, they really fucking nail an effect. Like when the girl gets her foot caught in the dumbwaiter, and that's fucking gruesome, man. That is a gruesome effect. And
that's probably the best thing about the movie.
Yeah. But just like all these other Michael Myers movies, I have a really hard time understanding why this monster man with superhuman strength is having such a fucking hard time getting rid of this normal sized woman with the strength of a normal sized woman. I just don't understand it. I saw him stick a man to the fucking wall with a knife. Why can't he kill her? She's right there. But
right there.
It's just a quick strangle or a neck snap, right? Like it's really not. Let's not get overly involved. The ending, it really does highlight that mask. You can see Michael's kind eyes, which is weird to me because I remember hearing that he has the eyes of a doll. He has doll's eyes. The eyes of evil.
Devil's eyes,
These eyes
yeah.
are not evil. They're very kind, and it looks like he wants to give her a Valentine or something. He's really a nice guy, but yeah, it looks like you put a puppy in his arms and he'd be all right to pass away slowly. But yeah, 5 out of 10. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's not my favorite one. Like I said, 6 is my favorite. I think it'll remain my favorite for a while. They did a lot of weird shit in 6.
Especially in that producer's cut, man. Holy cow.
Maybe I'll see that someday.
Well, it's on Blu-ray. You can get it.
Huh. Well, what is mine? I just fucking bought that. I'll never know.
I got it.
Widescreen version. That's all it says.
All right.
Is that
It's
the one
89
with, like, the
minutes,
blue-
it's 89 minutes, so I assume that's theatrical.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's got
But
full screen.
I got a game to play this time. New game. We've reviewed a few movies by David Dakota. We just did one, Curse of the Puppet Master. He did Dream Maniac, Creepazoids, but he has done a ton of movies, starting out in like adult film, and then he did a lot of cheesy horror movies and different stuff for Full Moon, and now he kind of is relegated to doing Christmas movies and movies for kids. So the name of this game is Dakota or Not Dakota, and I'm going to list off a title, and you guys we'll go round robin. You tell me if you think it's real or some bullshit I made up.
Okay.
So Ray, let's start with you. Test tube teens from the year 2000.
Dakota.
That is That is a real. That is a no. That one is not real.
Oh,
Oh
no
my
shit.
god.
Wow.
You
Oh,
got
wait,
me.
no,
It sounded like-
I looked at my. That is right. That's how crazy these things are. It
Yeah.
is a real title.
Wow.
He's like, there's no
John-
way that.
No, I forgot I crossed out the ones that are not. So,
Oh, okay.
John, Blood Wicked.
Ooh. Oh,
Blood Wicked.
that's tough. Could go both ways.
Not Dakota.
You're correct. Elliot, Planet of the Arachnoid.
Oh, that's tough too, man. Jesus. Planet of the Arachnoid. I feel like I would have heard that because I love big spider movies.
Right.
I'd say no.
You're correct.
Yes.
Ray, not this one's for you, Ray. 90210 Shark Attack.
Oh,
Not Dakota.
That
That's
is a real movie.
that's a real movie.
Yeah.
I've heard of that one.
It was on sci-fi.
I had not heard of that
It
one.
was on sci-fi. Yeah, it was definitely on sci-fi. I definitely saw some that ad somewhere.
Yeah. John, Bloody Blacksmith.
Ooh.
I mean, that's a great title.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
tough.
I you know what? I'm gonna go with my gut. No, not Dakota.
It is a real movie. Yep.
Is it?
Wow.
Oh, I'm sure it's not great, but that's a good title.
Yeah.
When did it come out? Do you have any info on it?
I don't have the dates.
All right.
Wow.
It's weird because he did a lot of directing under like different names too. Like one of them was a lady's name. I don't know if that
That's
was like
true. He did do
Yeah.
some alias shit.
Wow.
all right, Elliot, Christmas in Little China.
I'd say it's fake.
You're correct.
Oh.
Ray, Nuts and Butts 6, One Long Night.
That's Dakota all the way, baby.
No, I made that
Well,
up.
I was like, he did porn in like the 70s and 80s. I was like, that's too modern of a name. Nothing but
Oh my god.
All right, John. Boys Just Want to Have Sex.
Oh.
Dakota.
You got it. That's a real
Yeah.
movie.
Sound real.
Elliot, Beach Babes 2, Cave Girl Island.
Oh, I'd say yeah, it's Dakota.
Yeah.
You're right. You're
Yeah, I
right.
was like, that's a Cinemax movie right there.
Yeah, that sounds like you're definitely a Skinamax.
Right?
I remember one Skinamax movie I watched once was called Busty Lusty Cops 2.
Oh, hell yeah.
Part
I was
two.
like, I never saw the first one or
Part one,
the third
yeah.
one,
do you
but
need to see the first one? Or?
you gotta I think some of the mythology was
Gotta know
probably
why
better.
we gotta know why we know why these cops are busty, but why are they lusty?
Why are they
That's
lusty?
probably
Why are they
explained in part one.
Yeah, you don't know.
All right, where are we at? Ray, is it you?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, Mermaids, Lusty Beach Sirens.
Dakota.
Nope, that's not real.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
close.
John, Laser Boy Goes to Space Camp.
What?
Laser Boy Goes to Space Camp.
God, I'd hope that's not real. No.
You're correct.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Elliot, A Horse for Christmas.
You know what though? You're saying he's moved on to doing a lot of Christmas
he
movies,
works for the
Yeah.
Hallmark Channel.
He does a
and
lot of
I've done Hallmark. I did a Hallmark. I did a Hallmark and a Lifetime movie, and they're so ridiculously preposterous that I'm gonna have to say it's a Dakota.
Nope, not that one.
Oh, you made that up? Or not?
Yeah.
That movie has
Oh,
to exist.
It might be a movie. It's not him. I was just
okay.
looking at the other titles of some of his movies and be
Yeah.
like, all right. But
Yeah.
It's so close though. It's so
yeah.
It's
close.
plausible.
yeah,
So close.
Starring
Okay.
what's his name? Dilmer Maroney or whatever his name is.
Dermot
Dermot
probably.
Dermot?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Dilbert?
from Young Guns to this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ray, an Easter Bunny puppy.
No, that's not.
No.
That is a real movie.
Yeah.
That's it.
What?
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here. No way. That's a real movie.
Real movie. Yeah.
That's incredible.
John, Sorority Slaughterhouse.
Dakota.
You got that right.
That's gotta be.
Elliot, Santa's Summer House.
No.
It's a real movie.
What the fuck?
Ray, Bad Boys Dormitory.
Oh my god, who's getting tricky?
Dakota.
You're right.
Ooh.
Wow.
John, Christmas with Jerry.
Jesus, Jerry.
No.
I mean, that is hallmarky as fuck. But is it red herring hallmarky?
Yeah.
Like, is it like just a smidge too much?
Uh,
I mean, listen, Tuesdays with Maury exists, so I'm saying this has to exist. So yes.
I made that up. So.
wow. You're good at
Do
this,
it.
man. You're good at this, man.
Elliot, A Christmas for Mary.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
Jesus Christ.
One
this
of the
is
Christmas for
rough.
someone's gonna happen.
I'd say, yeah, Dakota.
You got that right.
Thank God.
All right,
Redeemed.
Ray.
Redeemed.
The Great Halloween Puppy Adventure.
Dakota.
You got that right. That's real.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Okay, John, this is the last one. My
This
Christmas
guy.
Grandpa. My Christmas Grandpa.
That's fucking tough.
His grandpa. Just trying to imagine the fucking poster. Like, I was trying.
Oh my God.
What you say?
Just a grandpa and a
Yes,
Santa
yes,
Claus.
yes. We have to end on a yes.
It is a real movie. My
Wow.
Christmas
This is
Grandpa.
amazing.
Nicely done, John.
Now,
Way,
I have to like pull
Way
that up.
tougher.
I have to see if there's a trailer for that.
yeah.
A Christmas
Because-
grandpa.
My Christmas Grandpa. Or what should we look up the Easter Bunny puppy?
Easter Bunny Puppy Adventure? That's disgusting. That's
Oh
horrible.
no, that's the Great Halloween Puppy Adventure.
Oh, the Great Halloween. Oh, that's ridiculous.
So there it is. Oh, Vivica A. Fox was in it.
What?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
adorable.
Vivica A. Fox. That's the
Wow.
only name I recognize.
My Christmas Grandpa.
Wow.
Do we have it?
From Independence Day to My Puppy Adventure. All right.
Yeah, it's horrible.
No, I can't find a trailer for it. I got a Grandpa for Christmas. I don't think that's the same one. A Grandpa for
I got
Christmas.
it, Grandpa.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Grandpa Christmas.
Oh,
Oh, I recognize you'll recognize the grandpa from Christmas Grandpa. If you look at the images, you've seen him in a ton of shit. I think he was
Yeah.
used to being in Sanford and Son and stuff when he was younger.
Oh,
Grady?
wow.
Was it Grady?
Maybe? I
From
don't
Sanford
know.
and
I
Son?
don't remember all the characters' names.
Well, you
My
should.
Christmas Grandpa. My Christmas Grandpa.
You
His
see,
name's Bill
that's
Cox.
what's tricky. You're right. There's a whole other. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. You got because there's white Christmas movies. There's black. There's so many different types. That's another trickier part of it all. There's so many different types of Christmas movies.
I'm sure we'll bring that one back out. Okay, let's move forward to 2002. We're post 9/11 at this point. Things have changed. The world has changed. Let's see what the Halloween does. Halloween Resurrection. 3 years after he last terrorized his sister, Michael Myers confronts her again before traveling to Haddonfield to deal with the cast and crew of a reality show which is being broadcast from his old home. Directed by Rick Rosenthal, who did Halloween 2, The Birds 2, Land's End, under a different name, by the way. Like, he didn't want to be associated with that, but then he did a bunch of television. Written by Larry Brand, with different additional credits going to John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, of course. Yeah, I'll start this one off because I'm sure, I don't know. We'll see how it bounces off. But I thought these opening credits were potentially the worst in the franchise. Just a black screen with orange text, and then it opens up with Laurie in a psych ward. Evidently, she wanted her character to die really quickly so she could not do any more of these movies. But I don't know. I have conflicting opinions about Miss Curtis, honestly, and the way she treats her horror fans. But Yeah, she does die pretty quick. um, uh, I guess my problem with her is what a gift to be. I have a whole thing here, so I might as well read it. What a gift to be given an iconic horror franchise as like your launch pad into acting. Like to shit on it as much as she does, like, and just say that she, like, people that watch horror have a problem with them, like, it's kind of weird. And then she keeps doing the movies. I don't know if you've seen any of her clips about this. She's been asked many times. She says she never watches horror. Like,
Oh, I've heard that.
and then also she does backhanded things. She says backhanded shit all the time. But you know, as far as I'm concerned, these movies are the only thing that's worth a shit, except for the movie House Arrest, which has Kevin Pollak in it. Have you seen that movie? It's
Yeah.
from like it's got Kevin
It's
Pollak,
funny.
Wallace Shawn, Jennifer Tilly, and Christopher McDonald, who plays Shooter McGavin in Happy
And
Gilmore.
Trading Places.
Yeah, check
And the
check
fish
it
called
out.
Wanda.
Fish Called Wanda. That's
That
good.
was
Yeah,
super
those
fun.
movies would be good without her. She doesn't matter, right? I mean, am I right or wrong?
What?
You could
You're
replace her.
saying what are you saying? She don't have no other good movies?
Name some. I mean, she's in other
Terror
good movies.
Train.
Is that movie good
Um,
because of her?
Well, not you didn't say because
Also,
of her.
it's
No,
horror.
she could be replaced by anyone. I'm
sure-
just saying she's in other good movies.
I mean, but that's also horror. So
I mean, I don't think
Uh,
Halloween's necessarily
think about how many movies
good
that she's
because of
done
her.
that are horror. The bulk of her career, most of her money came from horror.
Yeah, I've never heard her say anything bad about
Oh,
horror.
look it up.
But
There's a lot.
I've never heard her say anything.
There's a lot. It was actually last year. Or when the last Halloween movie came out, she was fucking up all over the
that's
place,
not
singing shit.
That's not good.
No, that's
like,
why people
that's a
don't
smart
like.
thing to do.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of people that have had extensive rants on TikTok about her just being a shitty person to the people who built her career, kind of.
Prom Night's another good one.
Yeah, horror. Line them up.
She's done a lot, but she's
But,
done like blue
The
Steel?
Fog. Wasn't she in the
Blue
Fog
Steel.
also?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there's some cop. She did some cop things.
Yeah.
John Travolta.
I just have little to no respect for her anymore after the multitude of. If you look it up, you'll feel the same way. It's just ridiculous. So this movie confuses you also because I believe what they're trying to say is that in H2O, that wasn't Michael Myers. Is that what they're trying to say? With they pull the mask off of the decapitated head and they show you that person's face. That's not Michael Myers.
No, he traded out outfits with the EMT driver. Yeah.
Okay.
And looked totally inconspicuous.
So when
for a guy who
she
should have like 20th degree
decapitates
burns.
when she decapitates him, that's not Michael. That's
No.
Correct.
Okay, so that makes sense of the kind eyes I was talking about. That's a human being.
Yeah.
So okay, retract my statement on that.
Well, it's not like they knew that ahead of time, Frank.
Right.
They didn't go into this going.
You think
this
that
is
was
how we'll do
that
this.
was? You think that,
No.
okay.
I think that was somebody's writing.
Leave it in play.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do like Busta Rhymes in this movie. He is not a great actor, but I just enjoy Busta Rhymes being in a movie. He's very fun, but the rest of the cast is pretty weak anyways, which makes him shine even more. I mean, you got Tyra Banks and the boring kid from American Pie. Like that's the boring kid, right? What's his thing in American Pie?
That's rookie of the year.
He wants to sleep with with the blonde girl, Tara Reid's character.
Yeah.
And that's his whole plot in that movie.
Doesn't he come in a cup and then Sean William Scott drinks it?
Yeah.
Is he the one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
that
guess
is
you're
his
right,
cum, Frank.
I guess you're right. That was Rookie of the Year, wasn't it? I forgot he was that kid.
Mm-hmm.
Was he also in the one where the kid goes back in time and plays baseball? What was that one called?
Oh, yeah.
A kid in King Arthur's court.
Yeah.
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 A baseball kid. But this movie has similar problems to Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. When we talked about that, they both came out around the same time. They could not have operated this live streaming shit in 2002. They could not.
Absolutely not. Nope.
They had this is before Wi-Fi. This is before Bluetooth. You would have had to have hard wire connections for all that shit. And you would have had to have, at the time, one of the most expensive internet connections you could have. You would have had to have a straight up high-speed cable internet. And they're in an old ass house. And they've got these fucking little packs with them.
And it still would have been clipping, even with the highest end at that time. It would have been beep, bop,
it's
boop,
like,
boop.
And
There were
movies
videos. No way.
Movies around this time did it all the fucking time. Even American Pie, he was live streaming through email that video and that shit. Did they think we weren't alive or what? Like, we're living at that time.
Well, it was it was webcam stuff. It was webcam connections, like through the app. You could do that.
Well,
but
I don't know.
Still wouldn't be like.
Well, I don't know. Never mind.
They would. Do you remember anything that was? I remember in 2002, if you wanted to watch video, I don't know how you could watch GIFs. I remember that you could pull a GIF up. You could pull up a picture.
Clips. There were small clips online of things.
Yeah, there was no. Was there even YouTube in 2002?
Maybe a hard county had to wait to get all this.
We had to wait.
We didn't know anything about it.
Far off.
Yeah.
I just don't think it at a civil. Maybe it could be done. I just don't think it could be done at this civilian level.
I think Jason's onto something. We were in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, look what the internet I have now. I can barely do this.
Right.
This is awful.
Because I know the internet at my house, my mom would pick the phone up and be like, "Shut that goddamn internet off. I've got to make a phone call."
We had 2 lines.
Yeah. What if somebody picked up the phone line while they were streaming?
John's family had money.
Yeah. They're over there in their Bentleys.
Yeah.
We've got 2 landlines.
Yep.
This is
because we got sick of being because we all wanted to be on the internet all the time.
It's crazy. We had to block time out at our house. I was like, I'm gonna be on for an hour. But here's my most controversial takes on this, and I know it's going to be because Jason already commented on it. I think this is one of the better versions of the mask. Not the hair, didn't even clock that. But I like the eyebrows, the evil eyebrows.
Oh, that hair's terrible.
He had a fro.
Maybe it's just in comparison to the last one, I liked it more. But
Doesn't
also,
he have an eyeliner though?
He has 2 sets of eyebrows. It's like he's got an eyebrow that would be your actual eyebrow, and then like a drawn-on mean one. And I like it. It's stupid, but he does look menacing. Like you wanted him to be menacing. I feel that he is in this. I think the kills look good too. I don't know if that's controversial or not, but they did make the correct decision, which I wasn't expecting for anything to be politically correct in any way. But whenever they walk into the Halloween party dressed up as Jules and Vincent from Pulp Fiction, the dude wasn't in blackface. At the time, full-blown blackface would have been expected. I mean, that was not uncommon to just still do it and be like kind of winking like it. We know, but we know. I think that the scene where Busta Rhymes is wearing a fake Michael Myers mask and outfit and has the interaction with actual Michael Myers, where he's yelling at him through the muffled mask. I left the back door open for you, whatever. That may be my favorite moment in any movie out of the franchise. It is so fucking funny.
And he still lives.
He just stares at him.
Walk away.
Walks away. Perfect.
Confused. Never talk to him like that.
No one's ever talked to him like that.
That is so funny. No one's ever talked to him like that before. All he was a stern talking to.
Yeah.
Power.
I think this movie was poisoned by the runoff of Blair Witch and reality TV at the time. Like reality TV had just popped. And I think that if this would have been shot 100% like a Halloween movie and not tried to fit in the fucking Blair Witch style found footage stuff, like it would have been better. No one needs a POV shot of Michael Myers staring into the camera like he's on fucking some dating app. Like it was very strange. I think that Jamie Lee Curtis's cameo was pointless, like totally. But I still gave this a 6 out of 10. I felt it was fairly enjoyable. Yeah. Who's up?
I'll go.
I'll go for it.
Oh shit! Same thing. He steals the thunder
Yeah.
from you every
Go
time.
for it, John.
Every time.
John's gonna go.
So, I like this one way better than H2O. Even still now, it's so ridiculous. It's fun for me. It's so ridiculous. Did you guys watch the show on MTV, Fear? Did you watch that? Because that's what this is. They wore cameras and did like scary shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, it was not Practical Joke, but a prank show almost, right? Where they set up like
it wasn't
scary...
a prank show.
You're thinking about
pranks. It was like
you're
real.
thinking about scare tactics is what you're thinking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the one that did the stunt. It was a joke with scare tactics, but this was Fear. And they like buried people alive, like in caskets, and they had to like film themselves.
I think I remember it being advertised and shit, but I don't think I ever watched it.
Well, I mean, when they did some of the haunted shit in 2002, I liked it. It was creepy.
I was still watching Bam beat up on his dad, and at this point,
for sure.
Yeah.
Classics. But yeah. So I was like, when this was announced, I was like, wait a minute. I mean, come on. Decapitation. Like, this isn't like Jason ain't even been decapitated. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's so the Akkads, Mustafa and Malik, the guys that own Halloween, or well, Malik owns it now. They're like, we got this. Don't worry. They hired didn't someone write this? I can't remember. Anyways,
someone wrote it. I got his name down.
I thought it was like someone that did some things, but
Larry Brand, he did stuff, but I didn't recognize anything, or I would have wrote it down.
Yeah, but I thought the way they they made Michael survive was so again so ridiculous. It's funny because there is no way on earth that dude blended in with some EMTs. Like,
I want to see that scene.
I do too. I want to see.
Oh, yeah, I'm just.
He's all probably just wide eyed, like.
Yeah. Did he still have a knife? Is there a shot with him with a knife, or something's in his hand that would give him away? I know.
I can't remember.
I think he put it in his pocket or something. Something like that.
Hanging out with that in his hand.
Yeah.
I swear he's
always got it right there.
That should have been how they should have shown that at the end.
He's holding his EMT bag and the knife, and he's just like looking around. He's
sorry,
like,
guys, I should put this down. I know. Like when you got your phone and you got other shit, and you're like, I should put the phone down. I don't know. You got like bags.
Yeah.
Listen, if this would have happened at the end of H2O, I probably would have liked it a lot better. If this actually all happened and then picked up, if it was organic, like a planned thing, like then I would be totally all in, because as cheesy as it was, and it's like, we got to do something to bring him back. The way they did it, I was like, all right, there's no way he blended in, but I get what you're going for.
Yeah.
There's no way he blended. Next. All right, we killed Laurie Strode. Finally. She's dead.
No, not really though.
I know. Well, in this iteration, she is. this discontinued iteration
Timeline.
of the timeline. Yes.
Yeah.
So she's dead. He can go home. There's people at his fucking house. Haven't you ever fucking worked a long goddamn day and just wanted to go home? He went
People at
from
your house.
California. 'Cause she wasn't at Smith's Grove, right? She was still out in California, so he had to travel back home.
Drove a shitty vehicle too. That thing sucked. That thing he stole.
Oh yeah. What did he steal?
It was like
It's
an
like an
old.
Looking.
Old
It was like
Oldsmobile, yeah.
Hell, it
Big
was
one.
from 1956 or something. It was
Oh,
so
that
old.
truck. Oh, I thought he
Yeah.
stole.
He stole
Oh,
a
wait.
mom's
No,
van
no.
or
I'm
something.
thinking the
end.
yeah.
He stole a
Oh,
couple
okay.
things.
I thought he stole like an ambulance or
Oh, is that H2O?
police car.
Yeah.
He's always driving around. I didn't think he drove
Yeah,
so
he's the
fucking
best
much.
Steals
non-driver
so
ever.
many cars.
Someone must have kicked us.
More
I want a
cars than he's
record.
killed people.
Somebody needs to make a record of how many cars he stole, because that's a whole different
Right.
charge.
I feel like
There's the murders, but then there's the car theft.
The car theft.
at least. So great.
Criminal.
He's home. Now they're doing an MTV Theater clone at his house. And Busta Rhymes, who's awesome. He was so great in this movie. He planted stuff at the house and everything. So it's like that's the one thing I hated, because it's like you didn't know what was real and what wasn't.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
What that was.
Yeah, I was like, why couldn't they just find
Be
shit?
investigating.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. He did it to make it, pop more. But I felt like he didn't need to do that. The prop wall and whatever, that was funny with all the fake shit.
Made in Taiwan.
But his real layer behind it.
It almost pissed me off for a second. I thought that dungeon was real, and I was like, no, you're not gonna just fucking flip the script after all these movies and say his parents were abusing him in the basement. Like, but
But
that's what I was about to say.
Like
the high chair had the lock on it, and I was like, that's because I was like, it's been so long since I saw this. Same thing where I was like, hey, or did they abuse this kid? I don't remember that.
No, he's evil. Yeah. We've already established that. He wasn't abused and reacting. He's fucking evil from the devil.
What was that room, though? That room existed. Churched up or not, that room existed. That key had to open that hatch. They didn't install that.
Yeah. Why did they put that in there? Why?
Yeah, what was that? So it was like there has to be something to, I don't know.
That's where Michael throws the dead cats and stuff.
Yeah. But then he was living in the storm sewer right behind it. I guess that's where his lair was. I don't know how they didn't see that when they were building that fake wall. Like I'm sure
he's back there. He's got 6 cars lined up.
Oh man,
right outside the fucking thing. Who stole these cars? These are all stolen, all of them.
Yeah,
it's like what? Those fake body parts fall through the wall when Red and that guy, or get whatever he was, is the film music guy, was trying to get it on, and the bodies fell on him. It was all fake. Like, did they have to dig something out, or was it like it was an open hole, right? Wasn't it an open hole behind there? Like it wasn't blocked off, right?
I don't think it was. Yeah.
Because I feel like Michael was getting easy ingress to that house, or easy entry, I should say. Anyways, fast forward, get your characters. Got Henry Rowan Gardner in the flesh. Terrible character. He was the rookie of the year, Thomas Ian Nicholas. Yeah, he was. I love that movie. I love Rookie of the Year. It's so fun. Funky butt loving, man. That's a great line. Oh, probably my favorite part of the whole movie is at the beginning, right after Michael leaves. That dude that's obsessed with the serial killers and just repeating stats. The way he does Michael's bio, and
yeah,
like the way he stretched that out, he was that was unsettling. But
He didn't have the
you know,
car numbers though. He didn't have the stole 750 cars.
yeah, right. Yeah.
He would have that stat.
I don't know if you guys know who Katie Sackhoff is.
Yeah, she's from
Star
Starbuck from
Wars.
Battlestar Galactica.
Okay. Yeah, and she's a
Yeah.
big Star Wars actress and voice actress. She's Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
She was the blonde in this.
Yeah. I thought I
So
was going to get to see her topless first. Nope.
yeah.
None of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
None of it.
So that was
Not a one.
No,
I
I think
like-
the red hair girl got topless, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Vaguely, kind of. Yeah.
yeah, for a quick second. I like the first kill, the way he kills that camera guy. It was a nod to Peeping Tom. If you've ever seen that movie, that was like
Great movie.
one of the first
Great
person
movie.
kills, or a first person. I've heard people describe it. I've seen it, but people call it a first person film. I know that's a definitely first
Yeah,
person.
it's the first film that did that the
Yeah.
point of view from the killer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that was a cool. And so it was like that, but bloodier. um, the whole I wasn't sure. We discussed it. I was like, it was hard to tell what was real and what wasn't when it was all something was staged. Like I said, that room existed, and he did put those chains in there because how else would he have, with the wall and shit. So, but that room existed, and it was just like some weird thing, and the key existed to do that. You know what I mean? It just looked weird. I have no idea what that was. I like when he cut off Katie Sackhoff's uh head with a knife. It's just so funny because it was just with a butcher knife. It was just
Yeah.
it made me laugh. It was super funny. I remember at the time I thought the main actress Brianna something Viking at the end. It's like Jill Rich or something. I can't remember her name. I thought I found her very cute. But her ADR at the end when she's fighting Michael is not cute at all. It was really bad. It just sounded terribly acted because it wasn't in the moment. And then I wrote down he got electrocuted. Yeah, and after fucking Busta Rhymes kicks his ass and survives another onslaught. Busta Rhymes was like the equivalent of fucking Jason Voorhees in the NES game. Like you take him down, you hit him a couple times and he goes away and then he comes back. Busta Rhymes was like super fun in this. They're like, we had LL Cool J, now we got to get another rapper. All right, Busta Rhymes.
A lot of people are mad that
he's the only person to like really kind of defeat Michael Myers.
Let
But
him be.
like,
Who cares? Just
what
like that
would you
chick
expect
who's
him not
pressing the
to? I
chick.
mean,
Yeah.
holy shit. Have you seen Woo Ha? Put him all in check.
Yeah, he does that head
Yes.
nod shit that make you break your neck. You think he can't kick a motherfucker? Like
If you didn't
shit.
see earlier, he was watching kung fu movies. He's learned a few
Yeah,
things.
his Chun Li. He called it him watching my Chun Li. That's what he
Well,
said.
Michael Myers came take out Lori.
Yeah.
No, yeah, right.
Well, I mean now.
So I mean,
But
now-
you know who might take out Busta Rhymes though is P Diddy if he's revealed to have had some encounters at a fucking freak off, you know.
Freak
Oh,
off.
I think
man.
I'm worried about
that
it
name-
sincerely that he may. He was at a lot of those parties,
Yeah. So
and he wants you to put his hands where your eyes can see or whatever.
But because this was directed by Rick Rosenthal, he definitely nodded back to Halloween 2, the one he directed. There was a slipping in the pool of blood. There's a character, blink and you miss it. I only know it because I've seen Halloween 2 so many times. Dr. Mixter was the name of the professor. That was a nod to the drunk doctor who got his eye stuck out.
Oh yeah.
The original part 2. And then Michael burning alive again. Spoiler alert. You know, the ridiculous factor, it's all the way up while still being entertaining. The kills were good. I gave it a 6 out of 10. It was a good time.
All right, Randy, I'm going.
Go for it.
On it. All right. Another slasher, a sequel to H2O. Now, maybe I'm not remembering it right, but didn't someone asked someone, well, why didn't the paramedics let someone know that it was Michael Myers? And she goes, well, because he got his larynx crushed.
Yeah.
Is that what happened, or did he die?
Yeah. No.
Did he die?
No, he crushed his. He crushed. So he crushed his. They show in the flashback. They crushed his throat, right?
Yeah.
So that didn't kill him because he was awake.
Okay.
You know?
So what? He couldn't have wrote.
He was like, he was
report?
knocked out. They thought he was dead. So that's how they worked it in. That's why Michael's reaching out at the end of H2O.
Okay.
You know.
I'm also remembering. I thought someone grabs a gun, don't they, and fires like 3 or 4 times at the end of H2O.
Adam Arkin shot LL Cool J.
That's something part I remember.
Or wait, no, wait. Lori, wait. Did Lori grab a gun at the end?
I don't know. I was thinking the paramedic was killed by a gun, and then they said, well, he didn't tell them it was Michael Myers because he couldn't talk because he got his larynx crushed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was like, well, so I thought he died, but I guess they're saying he was still alive. And then
he had to have been because he's
still alive. Why can't you write it down and say,
because
hey,
he was pinned between
Myers.
a van and a tree?
No.
He ain't writing shit down.
Yeah.
No, remember he
wasn't gonna go.
He was in a body bag.
Yeah.
She
I guess it would.
Jamie Lee stole the corner van that Michael Myers was in because she was gonna I don't know what she was gonna do, just drive it off a cliff or something. I don't know.
Then I really don't understand why they made that line. Then, well, why didn't he say something? Was it's Lennox?
So she crashes the van, right? Michael gets thrown through the windshield, which was awesome. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good scene.
Yes, and she crashes the van. She comes to. He's between the van and the tree. He can't move.
So he switched places with the guy that got his larynx crushed.
They're saying in this movie.
Okay.
That's the paramedic.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other paramedic died as well.
There was no other paramedic.
There had to be another paramedic.
At the beginning of this one, there was.
At least has to be a driver. I don't know. Let's just move on from that.
Yeah, we're getting way deep into
Do you think though that if he had his hands free, right? He could move his hands around, right? When he was pinned.
But he was unconscious. He was in a body bag. He was unconscious.
I just thought there was 2. I'm pretty sure there was.
And then he rose up, right? He rose up. She slams the brakes. He's the paramedic, right? He's freaking out, but he's not to make it work, it would have to look like he's freaking out and not intentionally going at her.
Why didn't he pull his mask off? Do you think that would have mattered?
I think he was freaked the fuck out. If I was that paramedic and I was waking up masked,
I think there's
body
holes
bag
in the writing.
Going fucking hysterical, like a fucking gorilla, like ape shit. If I came to all of a sudden. But
I hadn't seen this in years. In fact, this was the last Halloween that I had to buy to complete the franchise. I didn't buy this movie for such a long time because I clearly remember not liking this movie when it came out. But obviously, I had to buy it. Actually, I had to get the German Blu-ray I actually think I imported this movie
Oh shit!
just to complete the collection because I don't think it was either hard to find or they didn't have a Blu-ray release of this. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, I have it. I bought it. But I try to go into this one with a clean slate, just an open mind. Michael is definitely more aggressive in this one, and I don't know if it's because I just came off watching H2 or not, but there's definitely a clear difference between H2O and Resurrection. He was very much more aggressive, just felt more violent in this.
It was the face. It was the black marks on the face.
I don't necessarily have a problem with the mask, but the hair sometimes in parts. Like there's one shot where he's walking upstairs and it's just kind of a silhouette. And the hair is just, mean, it has to be, he's got a 3-inch fro. Like, I don't know what. No.
So much hair.
There had to be some kind of makeup person that could have done his hair.
Great.
Yeah. I don't know. And again, this has that coming down from the ceiling with one arm. It's just ridiculous. But this one that just doesn't feel like a Halloween movie to me. It feels like I'm watching a game show with someone dressed up as Michael Myers trying to scare him. Basically, what Busta Rhymes was trying to do as well. And that's what this one feels like. Busta Rhymes, I find to be ridiculous in this. And you guys like the ridiculousness, but I was praying that he was going to get slaughtered on screen so I could see him die. He doesn't die. He ends up being like basically Busta Rhymes, the final girl of this freaking movie. And I thought it was funny. He kicks Michael Myers' ass, and then doesn't he like also like kick the cameraman's ass or something at the end where they're trying to ask him,
he pushes the camera out of the way. Yeah.
What happened? I was like, Jesus, but Busta Rhymes is out of control in this one. He's just kicking his shit out of everyone. Not as bad as I remember. Still not a great movie. I gave this one a 5. Go for it, Ray.
All right. How much time do I, Frank? I'm all right.
You have 5 minutes and 39 seconds.
Well, I could do that because I did not like this at all. So real quick, couple of things I'll hit. What things I did like? How about that early 2000s soundtrack, fellas? You guys like that?
Oh yeah,
that's pretty fun.
I didn't
right?
even clock it. Really, what was
that?
I
did. I don't remember hearing it.
Was it songs or was it?
They're playing some songs like early
I gotta look it up now.
New metal. Like I don't know exactly what.
I'm gonna pull up the soundtrack now.
Probably something like that, but there were some songs where I was like, "Oh, listen to that. That sounds."
I must have just totally turned it out.
Yeah. I don't remember.
The other thing I liked, like the kills. Like I said, he's a much more aggressive Michael Myers in this, which I did like. I liked that a lot. I thought that I got to go right into the stuff I hated. I thought the explanation for how he's still alive is fucking horrible. It's just terrible writing. Jason, you're right. It doesn't make any sense. I get what you're saying, John. I understand the concept of what they wanted to do, but they didn't convey it at all properly. I thought, like it's just too confusing. It's like, I don't think they had any intention of making that the driver in the original H2O. What I mean? No. So it was like, tapestries, and they didn't weave it right. It was just bullshit. Yeah, the actors are all doing the best with what they can in this. A little, I mean, we forgot the guy, the little nerd guy that's helping them through the haunted mansion on his keyboard like it's a fucking video game.
Yeah, right.
Run to your left. Hey, that's not how the internet worked at this time. We've discussed this. It would be a lag. There'd be a delay. That bitch is getting killed regardless. So I don't know what you're typing about, but maybe call the fucking police. I don't know.
What was that? Was that a cell phone? Was that? I don't remember cell phones like that, man.
That was like a PDA.
It was like a Palm Pilot
Yeah, there you go, Palm Pilot.
But I did like those scenes specifically because, hey, it's Halloween time in those scenes. Isn't that fun to have in your fucking Halloween movie? So that's pretty great, right? So
wait. Real quick. Why did Michael go after Laurie when it wasn't Halloween? Like, I thought that was the thing. because that was like 2 days before Halloween.
Right, it was a couple of days.
Another plot hole. I don't know. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Randy. Go.
And the plot hole goes. Let me get to that too. By the way, thank you. This segue. Laurie Strode, what a fucking waste of. Hey, he killed his sister finally. What's he do now? Like, I even wrote this down. When you've killed your sister and that's your whole life, what do you do after that? Was he planning on starting a farm? You're just going to go back home and sit there and stare
Eat
at the
rats
wall?
and go
He's
home.
gonna go back
I
home.
mean,
He's gonna probably steal a couple cars here or there.
Yeah,
I mean, we know what
he's
he
going
likes.
to turn
to do.
to a life.
He's going to be the
Gone in-
grouchy old man on the block.
Yeah. Gone in 60 seconds, working with Nicolas Cage, like stealing cars. Fucking ridiculous. Okay. And all the camera stuff was stupid, but the kills look good. And I'm with Jason. Fuck Busta Rhymes. What the fuck is he doing in this movie? What the fuck was that
Randy,
whole
thanks.
dialogue? I fucking hated him from the minute he spoke about what they were doing in the plan. I'm like, this is a stupid fucking character. And okay, he's a tough guy. I'm a big tough guy. There have been many tough guys that went up against Michael Myers, some with fucking weapons. Okay. And he's going to kung fu. Fuck off with this movie. And if I could say this one thing, this will just sum up my feeling on it. Fuck off, film. Fuck off, film. I give this a 2 out of 10. I'd movie. This is so far. I'd rather watch 6 1,000 times than watch this one again. So
It's great. You should feel that way.
yeah.
Here's why we didn't clock the soundtrack, because it appears to me that every song is a song. It's like actual songs, but they're like bands that wouldn't be popular. Not like popular. No, they're not covers. They're original songs. Like the bands.
They sounded very 2000s. I couldn't play some myself, but I was like
there's a song called Switchback by a band called Cell Dweller. Never. I mean, Girl Eats Boy performs Losing Control.
Wait, they were at the second stage of Ozfest in 2000. I remember them.
Yeah.
So you guys didn't know. I didn't know, but you didn't know either.
I was like,
I buy it. I'll buy it. All right. So what did you give it a score? Or did I miss it?
2 out of 10.
Out of 10. All right.
Okay.
Green.
All right. It is time for trailer trash.
All right, guys. So, in honor of this being a Halloween-ish special or whatever,
Oh,
you
this
want to
is
call it?
a full-blown Halloween.
Yeah, this is a full-blown Halloween special. All right.
Yeah.
So I am giving you my special. I decided to go back and pick movies with classic movie monsters. So, I'm gonna do just a little twist on it. I'm giving you if movie monsters came out in the 90s. So let me read to you this lovely description of the first one. The LA department has a special team of officers with talented ways of reducing crime. Their team leader has an excellent track record of reducing the city's big crime in unconventional ways. And also, he's a werewolf. This is 1993's Full Eclipse with Mario Van Peebles.
Oh, I know this one.
In downtown LA, the criminals are beating out the cops.
Everybody down! Get down!
And for a street-hardened cop like Max Dyer, it's become a war that can't be won.
We know you got some problems, Max. Just don't want you to quit.
But now he's been assigned to a new elite squad.
Okay, man, what's the deal?
A secret police unit.
Are we talking like some sort of pseudo Charlie Bronson vigilante? We call it justice.
With a special method for cleaning the scum off the streets.
Hey.
They're powerful. Deadly.
Be part of the pack, Max.
The answer is no.
You have to.
No, I don't.
And they only come out at night.
Oh no.
I like that werewolf transformation.
This is very Animorphs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the 90s.
Whoa.
Tonight, we take back the streets.
From the director of Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth, comes Mario
that's
Van
one.
Peebles.
The good Hellraiser.
Shut up.
Lethal Weapon
Doesn't
2,
exist.
And Bruce Lee, Passenger 57, in full eclipse. The streets have never been so scary.
I actually may have to check this out because I've
I've
never
seen
seen
that.
that. Oh, have you? Was
I
it
saw
good?
that when I was a kid. I remember liking it. I thought the monsters or they looked weird. They had claws and like Wolverine type claw things happening.
Oh, cool.
And the makeup and effects and stuff outside of the CG, it was pretty entertaining. And Mario Van Peebles was cool. He was like at his peak in this one. This is a fun movie.
I mean, it's
like
Mario
it.
Van Peebles.
Action and horror, you know what I mean? Like it's pretty cool.
He did the classic. I've got to jump after the car that's driving 50 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, I love how he landed on
Yeah.
the cement and didn't knock the air out of himself. First
No,
of all, that
huh?
would kill me. And then
Yeah.
was able to even shoot. Like he acted like nothing happened. It was like he was pouring a glass of water or something.
I pulled a rib the other day getting pans out of my bottom shelf.
Yeah, I just woke up. I woke up a couple weeks ago and my neck was fucked for no reason.
Yeah.
So
We're no Mario Van Peebles.
You know, Mario.
We
Van
are
Peebles.
not.
can only
Yeah.
dream.
Yeah.
So in this next gems, like I said, I'm using classic movie monsters. A borderline frantic Dr. Van Helsing unwittingly hires crack-smoking gangbangers to pursue vampires and their secret control of Hollywood and the U.S. This is 1998's Modern Vampires with the wonderful Casper Van Dien.
Oh, he's a great guy. I like him.
From the creators of Freeway comes a tale of those who stalk by night.
Let's get some people together, real soon.
Oh yeah.
But within this deadly world, he's a renegade.
90s as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Boy, haven't you?
And she's an outcast.
I drive a stick to her heart, and that would be absolutely wunderbar.
Now to protect her,
I want her dead.
he must wage a war against his own kind.
He's dead meat.
Yeah.
I'm down
Looks
for
like I'm
this.
gonna have a double feature,
I
fellas.
think this came out the same year that Blade came out.
This looks like Bordello of Blood type fun here.
Yeah.
Helsing.
I'm talking about bad people.
Hold on. Who's that? Was that Busta?
Oh, please, is it?
It's not Busta.
Oh, come on.
It looked a little bit like him, but you know.
But I mean, it is Craig Ferguson in this.
I saw him. Yeah.
Modern Vampires.
Yeah. I'm definitely
Wow.
watching that too. That's gonna be
That
great.
looks fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So the last wonderful entry, I had to dig deep for this one. I remember watching this movie when I was in middle school. It's 1991's. Before, let me read the fun synopsis. When Professor Lip Zipper dies, his favorite student, Mark, inherits a key to a secret laboratory. That's when him and his friend Jay find his 100-year-old secret, the old body of Frankenstein.
Oh God.
And they revive it.
Inherits? What was that? What was that reading?
I don't know. It's drunken
His name is
reading.
Mark inherits. No,
Mark,
that's
Mark inherits.
Mark inherits the
Thank
key.
you. You're messing with my language.
I'm messing with it.
You're messing with it. All right. So you know, the monster's dumb as a brick, and you know, what do you do with this dumb as a brick monster? You take him back to your dorm, and then you decide that he needs to join the football team. That's right. This is Frankenstein, the college years, 1991.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to watch this too.
Give me a second here. because I have to play this one off of YouTube. I accidentally downloaded the same thing twice. So give me just a fucking second here.
This is a doozy. Fun fact about this one. Christopher Lambert has a cameo in it.
Sweet.
That is fun. That is a fun fact.
Raiden himself.
Yeah.
Students decide to make a new friend.
To make history!
The operation is a monstrous success.
Frankenstein!
I've seen this, dude. I've totally seen this.
The original party
Yep.
animals back. In a terrifyingly funny.
Oh my god.
Who's playing Frankenstein?
The college years.
Who is playing Frankenstein there?
I absolutely need to see that too. Triple feature is going to happen.
Wow, that doesn't usually happen, John Paul. You don't usually catch Randy on three of them.
I don't get 3. Wow, I feel
You
pretty good.
you ended the year on a good note. Good for you.
Yeah,
That might have to be an episode on its own.
Yeah,
it's Vincent Harmon plays Frankenstein. Or Frank N. Steen.
Yeah, Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Hi, Frank.
But here's where the funny part is. Vince Harmon is not a real actor. It is actually Christopher Lambert.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, he seemed like I was like,
He
I know
seemed
that guy.
familiar. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
very much.
that is the Highlander himself. So that's your trailer trash for the end of the year. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now we had a movie submitted by the filmmaker, which happens a lot. Many times we choose to not even watch it because it's slim pickings, really. I mean, so everybody can make a movie, it seems like. But this
We
one
made one.
this one, yes. This one had a solid trailer on Bloody Disgusting. Looks sharp. You know, it's a film done by someone who took it seriously. I feel, to some degree. All You Need Is Blood. Evidently they started working on this in 2023, but it'll be available all on the VOD stuff on the 25th of October. Written and directed by Bucky LaBeouf and Cooper Roberts. So I didn't write anything down other than that. But the summary for this movie is the kid's a young filmmaker with his buddy, and his dad gets turned into a zombie by a space substance, right? So that's it. And then he decides, you know, when things aren't working out with his film, to just kind of use real zombies to create his movie. The whole caveman. Oh, Jason wanted to go first. Let's go first, Jason.
All right, let's go first. Yeah. So I guess we have a indie zombie film here. Now I don't know how many screeners we've done before, and I no one ever really wants to shit on someone's work, especially when they're really trying. But if it sucks, it sucks, and I think anyone that submits a film to be reviewed should probably expect people to be honest. I don't know. Maybe people just want to be nice just to be nice because they set their movie in. But thankfully, All You Need Is Blood is awesome.
Right. Thank God. You made it so fucking vague in the thing.
I knew you guys would
I
hang
was
out.
sweating. I knew you were gonna like it. I was like, because I would have
We've
tore
had to
your ass
navigate
apart.
those waters before. We've had to
I would have
navigate
tore you
those
apart
waters
as to
before.
why you didn't fucking like it.
You're not a big horror comedy guy. We've waded the
I
waters
am.
of low
No, I
budget
am.
horror comedy. Low budget horror comedy. I don't know what their budget was on this, but they definitely used whatever
don't
money
know
they
what
had well. But
Well,
in the
let's
past,
get into
we've
it.
had to navigate it. So, anyways.
Yeah, so yeah. Like I said, like you said, some of the screeners we get is just ridiculous. Uh, there's a reason why we don't do every one. But anyways, no, I popped a bag of popcorn. I wasn't expecting much out of this. I watched the trailer once, but it was a long time ago, so I forget what the trailer even looked like. Um, Ended up getting a really good movie. I had a real good time with this. I think they nailed the cast. I thought everyone was great. I liked all the characters. This movie shot really well. Like the editing, that was surprisingly really good. Um, Again, I don't know what their budget was, but normally in lower budget movies, there's a sacrifice. You have to give up something. Uh, it didn't seem to be that way in this one. There was never really even a law in the movie. It was entertaining from start to finish. The story was fun. There's some funny parts in this. There's a lot of funny parts in this, actually. There's so many things that I liked about this movie. Like I wasn't even going to start writing them down.
Right.
Like it's just little small things, but there's just litters through the entire movie. Like you could tell this dude he had to have had as much fun making this movie as what that kid did in the movie. It just this had to be a blast.
That character's
you
him.
Can tell.
Yeah.
No, it ain't.
His name is Bucky LaBeouf. His name in the movie is Bucky LaBeouf. The only other credit on his IMDb is a short film named the same thing as the short film he puts on Drops of Dew or whatever. That's the only other credit. It was made by a guy that has the same name as not the kid.
Not the actor.
I'm talking about the actor.
Oh, no. But the character is the director.
Right.
Like, it's the same name. And then the character.
Okay.
His friend was the
I get what you're saying.
It's the same thing.
It's
the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And
it's a biography.
You could really I don't know. You could feel he knew what he wanted to do. Yeah. You could feel it coming from this movie. I'm actually I don't know this dude at all. We don't know him. We're not we're not just at least I'm not bullshitting. Like I'm telling you exactly the way I feel. And I'm actually kind of thankful that we got this sent to us. Like I don't know how many people got to see the screener. Like it comes out this month.
25th.
Which by the way, I have to find out how to get this because I want this movie.
I need a copy too. And I'm right there.
Absolutely, will support this.
It's available right now on the Kino app. I assume that means that it'll be coming out on Kino, right?
Lorber?
I believe so. If it's on the app, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know it. Like I said, I don't know anything.
I don't know. Yeah, it's only available.
I'm going to track it down. Absolutely, and I don't know how many people he gave access to, but when a movie's this good, honestly, I'm thankful that he sent it to us. I had such a good time with this movie, and who knows if we even would have ever heard about it. I don't know how well the sales are going to be, or how many people, is it going to be on bloodydisgusting.com? Is anyone going to talk about this movie? But they should.
Yeah.
I want to know the budget because I want to know what it costs to make a good movie. And this is his first movie. There's no other.
The only other thing is that short
swinging,
film.
huh?
You can't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
So he's just beginning. What a great first movie. Hats off to him. And normally, I guess for lower budget movies, well, I think we all kind of do, but we almost changed the scoring system, right? So how much did I enjoy this movie on a scale of 1 to 10? I could have done that, but there was no need to. I enjoyed it 10 out of 10, and I rated this movie a 10 out of 10.
Damn.
And anyone, we need to help him publish this.
Yeah, this
or not publish it, but
Promote it. Yeah.
promote it.
wasn't
Yeah.
it already on Bloody Disgusting?
The trailer was.
I
Yeah.
didn't see
The
it.
trailer was, so it's like okay,
right on then.
so like
Good. Good.
hopefully people go back and look at it.
Yeah.
I'm sure
You
this
know,
has
it's
been
funny as
involved
shit.
in the the festival circuit and stuff because it's been they've made it in 2023. So if it didn't win an award, I think it probably. I mean, what does?
Yeah, this movie was better than the two movies we just talked about.
I agree.
It may not, you know, it may not be as
I had way more fun with this.
Yeah, absolutely. Like this was,
I enjoyed it.
This was so. I mean, take that. Put that on the back of the.
Yeah.
Put that on the back.
I
of the Blu-ray.
enjoyed
Better
it.
than H2O and Resurrection.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
Better
awesome.
than H2O and H Resurrection.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I hope they use it actually. That'd be great.
But I'll go up next. The whole caveman scene at the beginning is a great way to open the movie. It lets you know the tone because it like right out the gate, that's telling you you're going to see some cool effects and it's not going to take itself too seriously. It also sets up like what you're going to see later, kind of like tells you a quick exposition of what exactly we're in for. I love the chemistry between most of the characters, but the only thing that I don't like is how Mina Suvari. This isn't anything to do with the director. Maybe it was. Maybe he told her to deliver it that way. I did not like her performance. I thought it was like everything was cool in a certain tone, and then Big Bird walks in, is what it was. Like just the character tone. Yeah, Mina Suvari. I don't like the accent she put on. I don't. That's the only thing, though. I'm giving this a 9. Based on that only.
Point deduction.
In fact, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just being an asshole and that wasn't how she really talked. So I've only seen her in movies. So I pulled up an interview. Nah, she should have just used her own voice because she's been in like American Beauty and all this stuff. I understand he wanted you to not like her. She's an unlikable character. Maybe that's just it. Maybe she's that good at being unlikable that I did not like her.
See, I didn't know who she was.
She's in American Beauty.
So
she's in
I
American
thought
Pie. Things
I
with
recognize her right away.
Yeah, American movie.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched a zombie movie in a long time, but it's nice to see one with a different perspective. Like I think the Living Dead are far better suited for comedy than any other creature. And this has just got some great zombie comedy in it. I love Eddie Griffin in this movie and everywhere else. He's fucking hilarious. But his long monologues when he does that monologue about hell and he's describing it to
man, yeah, right.
And I absolutely love that scene. I clipped it up and put it on TikTok where he asked him if he'd eat cake with the little pieces of shit in it. That is good fucking comedy writing right there, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eddie Griffin's always great. If you haven't seen Undercover Brother, pull that up. I don't know if it holds up. I don't know if it holds up to the tale of time.
It's still funny.
But
I thought there was Pootie Tang.
There's some funny shit in there. I think the movie it's a longer movie. It's almost 2 hours, but you don't really feel it at all because like you said, there's constantly something going on. This guy has to put out so many fucking fires all the time with everything and still try to make a movie at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ending's great. And this is for your first movie. You couldn't do any better. I'd say this is my quote. It's a unique standout in a boggy swamp of modern zombie jinkum. I used jinkum because they have the poop that,
You're going to put that on the box. That's going on the slip cover.
Well, this is going to be each one of our quotes. Just fill up the back of the Blu-ray with our quotes.
Just all us. There's probably have Bloody Disgusting talking about this. Maybe Fangoria has a word or two to say, but just put us on the back.
Right. We'll sell it.
Just us.
Just us.
But yeah, like I said, I give this a 9 out of 10. Who's up?
I'll go.
Yeah, John, I'll let you go. I'll go last.
All right, cool. All right. So I watched this today to get ready to go, and I had just a great time with it. Like, if everything's true and that dude, this is his first film, like, shit, man, you're gonna go far. This is like, for me, how I saw it, like, I felt like it was on the level of like Shaun of the Dead funny.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought,
I was
Oh,
just
yeah,
getting ready to
definitely.
think. I thought I
you
knew you were
know,
going to say Shaun
like
of the Dead.
Yeah.
That
Edgar
first
Wright
time you
level
watched it,
funny, you
Or
know?
Fido, Fido's another good funny one,
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. So like the dude, did he also write it?
Frank
Bucky?
did.
Him and another dude did both. They have
Right.
credit on both jobs.
Great
So
writing. I love the script. And I personally loved Mina Savari. She was funny as fuck. Her foot game is on point. She did that shit with her monkey feet. I got the monkey feet too. I can grip shit up too. And dude,
Gross.
her fucking Popeye spinach cocaine, like
no
fucking
diddy.
just like that shit. Loved it. What a great moment. It was so funny. Like uh Bucky is such a sweetheart. He's so nice. Like he just wants to make a movie and he's like in this zombie shit.
Yeah.
Excuse me. He talks to his mom's ashes that actually talk back to him.
Yeah, they
I
did,
think.
didn't touch on
That's a-
that at all.
Right. I
Like
thought
they
it
just
went like
or when they
I thought it was fine.
when they
yeah, I
smash
did
on
too.
his head and he
I
does
thought she was
nothing.
gonna come out.
There was
Yeah.
nothing to happen.
What a genie in a bottle.
Exactly. I thought she was gonna rise up and be like a total badass. But yeah, I even wrote down Mina Savari was funny. I love it. Like to the script, she thinks the zombie's just method acting.
Oh, I know,
Like
right?
the whole time. Like that shit was so funny. She's like, oh, like I like you and blah blah blah. You know, she was super funny. Um, I love the music. The choice of music throughout, it was like
Really
playful
cool.
and to the scenes and stuff. Not like
Yes.
Danny Elfman playful, but it was like classical music, right? Songs that have been used
It was
before.
like old Western music, like Sergio
Yeah.
Leone stuff. I fucking loved it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wrote that down right here. It's on my paper.
Yeah, it was really good.
Paper. Yeah.
The Eddie Griffin was funny. This this the zombies in the Jankum, man.
Yeah.
First of all,
You can go
people, if
nuts,
you don't know
dude.
what Jankum is, like, look it up. All right. And then
Yeah.
watch.
I don't know how true what I read is. It said that back in the 90s, kids were doing this like
I don't know. It's gross. It's disgusting.
letting shit and piss ferment and then like getting
Sniffing
high off the
bad.
fumes. What
Just-
kids
all
are
you're
doing
is
this?
sucking your shit.
Now I
So
knew some
dumb.
fucking kids that would you'd be like, that dude huffs gas. That's what I remember. But maybe that's the kind of gas they were huffing, you know.
I guess.
They would explain some things.
The I love the final what I wrote the final slow-mo zombie slugfest.
Oh yeah, it's a whole
Yeah.
slow-mo.
Yeah.
So awesome.
All the effects look great. Like
I love the girl, the female. I can't remember her name. She was awesome. The chemistry between the two, great.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Like so good.
Waiting
I
for
poke
this.
the
Waiting
Three
for it.
Stooges. I poke, love it. Oh, he had to keep filling up Mina Savari zombie with blood. So that was like so good. How that was so creative. Like I've never seen anything like that before. And then the final, I'm not gonna spoil it, but the final line of the movie where, and then all the good effects at the end.
Yeah.
I don't want to give too much away. It's very funny. I didn't give all of it away at all. And then, the way it ends and everything, like I loved it so much. This is a 10. Holy shit. It's fun. It's so funny. Like I would not we've seen a lot of shit and we expect shit. This is not shit. Put that on the slip cover. This is not
this is
shit.
not shit.
This is the shit, not
Well,
shit.
I'll tell you, I'll echo the same.
This should win awards.
Absolutely.
Go for it.
I'll echo the same sentiments. This was fantastic, man. You guys know my whole thing with this isn't normally my bag, but the thing I love about this movie, it's like a love letter to movies, to the whole process, making a movie, writing a script, hanging with your buddies, doing weird shit that you're into. You know what I mean? Like that whole camaraderie thing came right through. It really hit me because Frank and I have done this twice.
Yeah.
And it is a hard hill to climb.
What would we have done if our camera was constantly zooming? We would have done the same fucking thing. I guess it's got to zoom in every scene now.
Yeah, right. But I loved just the cast is fantastic. But I love that the whole movie is horror films are art as well. You're right. Like his whole thing is like, oh, I want to make a real movie. Horror films are real movies, man. You have social commentary. You've got you can convey messages easily. You can reach a wide audience. Think about the amount of people on TikTok alone that we interact with that are completely different facets of life, and horror brings them all together. I think it's beautiful. This movie is a beautiful film. It's a love letter to film. If you're going to use something I said, say Ray McGuff says it's a love letter to film, because that's how I felt. I smiled from ear to ear this whole time. I loved the practical effects. I love the opening shot. I even loved the 90s inspired opening credits like they used to have on those old home videos, that you could make yourself and shit, right?
Yeah.
Because we had a camera at my house. My dad wouldn't let me touch it half the time, but it was very expensive. It was for family vacations, not filmmaking, right? But he made his own designs for stuff, Wotan family outings. So it really reminded me of that kind of stuff, like that opening looks like that. So it's great. The credits, I mean, right? Yeah. The opening with the cavemen was fantastic too, because I was like, what am I getting here? What am I getting into? I'm not going to touch on a whole bunch of stuff either, because I don't want to, spoil it as well. But I just have to say, these kids felt real. They felt like they were in this situation to me, which is hard to do in a big, they pay people millions of dollars, right? Like Timothy Chalamet is in Dune and he's supposed to be, on Arrakis. And this kid is this kid to me. And I fucking love that. I mean, he gave it all.
It was in Stranger Things. Did you recognize him from that?
What was that?
The main guy was in Stranger Things, the main kid.
Oh, I didn't recognize him.
Must have did a few episodes or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So
Is
again,
he the one that got all? Oh, never mind. I won't.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
Sorry.
Logan Riley Bruner, I guess, is Bucky, right? You
Right.
have Neil Sethi as Vish, who is also great. He's mute. He's fucking just emoting.
I loved him. He was so cool.
His whole part where where he's like, use me, fucking awesome. Emma Chassie is Haley, just phenomenal. Like you guys already touched on, their chemistry was great. Like I said, I thought that this felt like the musical score was like Ennio Macaroni, or those old
Morricone.
I'm sorry, Macaroni. Oh, I'm very fucking sorry, John. I can't pronounce it.
Calm down, Randy.
You got
Macaroni.
Macaroni, I said. I got stuck. I have a stutter, John. You gonna laugh at a guy with a stutter? No, I don't have a stutter. Are you fucking talking?
You, I'm laughing. You.
I should have stuck my Western school.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm so very sorry. But anyways, so I love the whole thing. It was fantastic. I give it a 10 out of 10 too. I I love movies, so I love this. I wish I could be involved in a movie like this again someday, and hopefully we will, Frank. But
We were
Jason,
never involved in a movie like this. This is a good
no,
one.
we were involved in very.
I mean, we had our better one. We have a
gave it
decent
college tries.
thing.
That's all I can say.
We did a
It was-
thing. We did a
Yeah.
thing.
So, but yeah, great submission, and my hats off to this guy for his first time out. What a great accomplishment.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's that. That's show and tell, guys.
Yeah, I got some.
I got stuff too. It's a book about how to say words properly. What is that called?
I don't know. I haven't read it. If you heard me earlier, I was stumbling over all kinds of shit.
I'm kidding, John. I'm kidding.
I know.
But no, somebody go ahead of me.
All right.
I'll go last.
So I'll go first. So I blind bought Long Legs. I was surprisingly not spoiled badly by anything. So I got to see it like fresh.
Okay.
And I loved it.
Yeah, good movie.
I found at Half Price Books. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Coffin Joe.
Mm-hmm. Heard of that.
So this was a cool movie, that This Night I'll Possess Your Corpse, and it felt heavy. So I was like, all right, cool. Something's in it. And I opened it up and there's like this comic book.
Nice.
It has to do with it or something. It was a really cool flick. It's all black and white, and then there's like this vision of hell that's like ultra color, like Wizard of Oz color, you know? And it's really cool. And then finally I got I got the talking Krusty doll. I had to. And they got
Does it say the stuff from Treehouse of Horror?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
That's fantastic.
He says like a whole bunch of funny things, and then like
You can never hear him on the mic.
Yeah.
oh, you can't hear it?
No.
Oh, boo.
It just looked like you were twisting his back.
It looked like it was.
It's not the first. Somebody else had one time, and they were trying to get it to make noise.
Take it back.
As long as you can hear it, John, that's the most important part.
Yeah, it rules. Anyways.
Nice.
We're over here in Ohio. We can't hear his Pittsburgh fucking clown.
Fucking clown. That's all I got.
All right.
You a Pittsburgh fucking clown.
I'll go. I've got some stuff here. I haven't had stuff in a while. So I was walking through Walmart and I saw. Oh fuck! You can't see none of my shit. Where's my fucking camera?
Oh, the green Curse of the Green Screen.
I got this Halloween collection. I was like, oh fuck, I can't see it. Oh shit.
This is the
I'll
worst
tell you what,
ever.
I'll put a picture up of it later. You'll see it. It'll be good.
Fix it in post.
I'll put a picture up. You'll really like it. No, it's got the two we watched, and then it's got, as I said, my favorite one, part 6, randomly. I don't know why they're distributing fucking weird DVDs like that, but let's see if you can see this one. Honey Poo and the Honey Blood.
There we go.
I love that shit.
Honey Poo.
I love that
Yeah.
shit. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Blood and Honey.
And then I've showed all these on our page. I haven't even opened any of these, but I'm telling you, man, Randy, you're right. Go to Big Lots.
Mine is closing, and all they
Oh.
got left is stupid ass wrestling DVDs.
Hey,
Ain't nothing. It's stupid. Oh, Final Girls too.
yeah, for fucking $3.99. I mean, it's a DVD, but for $3.99.
Still, man, yeah, it's crazy cheap over there right now. Maybe they are closing all of them, and that's why. Who knows?
No, they were putting new shit in there. Ours sells a lot of furniture though to poor people, so I think it's going to stay open for a good long time. I also went to and got some of these cups at Gabe's. They were like $4 or $5 for like 4 of them, and I got some Jason Voorhees ones too, but. I hate that you can only find some of this shit around. Like, why do people only care about horror stuff around Halloween? Like, that's it. we have a shitty Walmart here that doesn't have any of the good shit that you people that have the fucking whole horror section that's got all the fucking good shit in it. I've seen so much
Yeah,
crazy.
fancy Pittsburgh.
I don't know if do you have a fancy one?
Pittsburgh
I know
bunny.
Randy have bought that Terrifier
Yeah.
VHS in his fancy horror
They fill
section.
that up. They fill the horror section in mine up like every 2 weeks over there. It's always got stuff.
Oh, wow.
Mine
Yeah.
has like one. Our
Mine
our,
doesn't.
our Walmart has in that section where I would assume it would be has like sets of Ninja Turtle like from the movie figures. They're more upscale than the ones you get in the toy aisle, and then
Yeah.
maybe like Michael Myers, and that's like it. And I want some of that other shit. Like you just bought a fucking 3D poster or something, didn't you?
Yeah, it's Friday the 13th 3D. They have a Jurassic Park one too. I was going to get next when I get paid. So it's 3D. Yeah.
But that's all I got. So what you got?
Jason, you want to
Go
go?
for it, Ray. Go for
Okay.
it.
So I picked up some Blu-rays. There's a little mom and pop shop by my house that I go to once in a while. They have buy two Blu-rays, get one free. It's usually the cheaper one. So I picked up for my free one. I got the first A Quiet Place. I found the second one in there a few months back. So now I have both. I have the two good ones. Part 3 sucks, by the way. So
Day one or whatever, is that what it's called?
yeah, day one, it's real bad. But this
I
was
haven't
still
seen
good.
the second yet.
Second one's really good. I like it a lot. So I got this one. Then I picked up. I thought this was cool. $4.99. I like this movie a lot. The Night House.
That was a cool flick.
Yeah, it's a cool flick. It's a fun one to watch once in a while, and it's on Blu-ray. It looks really good too. So, and then this was a bind bly because Jesus
Bind
Christ,
bly.
a bind bly. A blind
love
buy, as Jason says. It's called A Night in the Woods. It's a found footage, and I had never heard of it, so it was $4.99 too. So I got that to round out my third one.
From
And
the maker of Bronson and Monsters.
yeah, so it's got it had potential, but it was like a more slow Blair Witch with like a weirder ending. I don't know how else to describe it. So I don't think it's one I'll watch a whole lot, but it was $4.99, so it's in my collection now. And then I wanted to talk about a Blu-ray I purchased a while ago, 5 years ago, but it's its 5th anniversary of the In Search of Darkness first. It's the In Search of Darkness documentary, the horror documentary. This is 5 years ago. I purchased this. It had its anniversary yesterday, and I'm one of the backers on this. So I got this Blu-ray, but this is one of my favorite horror documentaries ever, and I wanted to say happy 50th birthday or whatever the fuck you want to say. And if you guys haven't seen it, check it out. It's like 4 or 5 hours long. I throw it on sometimes.
Oh yeah, I watched it on Shudder. It was very good.
Yeah, it's so great. It's on Shudder, like John said. If you don't have this special Blu-ray, it's on Shudder. So, and then one more thing. I've been looking for this for 5 years. This is The Stand, the original slipcover from Stephen King's original publishing hardback. At one time this was like $400 online. They've dropped in price now. I got this for $22 at half price book.
So crazy though. Like, who are those
two characters supposed to be in the movie?
I have no idea.
It's a representation of good and evil.
Yeah, it just represents good and evil.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
Because
every time I see it, I'm like, I wish the movie had those guys in
Right.
it
I
somewhere.
remember thinking that during the miniseries.
Oh my god. Get out of here, dude.
Yeah. But I'm displaying this proudly at my house. This is an accomplishment for me. I got to find something else to obsess about because I spent like 5 years wanting this book, and now I have it. It is mine.
Right on, dude.
With it now. All right, Jason, what you got?
I just got one. This actually just came out today. And it's a blind buy.
A blind buy?
I definitely remember seeing the cover for whatever reason I didn't rent it. Maybe you guys have seen it before. The Convent. Have you guys seen that?
I know that cover looks familiar.
That looks crazy.
Oh,
So-
you know what? I feel like that was.
That looks like
was
80s
definitely
metal,
80s.
man.
It came out in 2000.
Yeah, but it took a long time to come out.
Is that their first album?
That's the new commission.
Oh, see that looks nice.
New commission.
It's fun.
I like the other.
I saw it on I think Tubi.
But
it's good.
I like that old
I had to
art.
switch it. Yeah, I had to switch it.
That looks like the first album by the Convent.
Definitely good. Frank, watch the trailer. It definitely looks up your alley.
It looks like
like
it's giving me Demon Wind vibes, man.
Yeah, but like in the 90s or this one, it's 2000, but it looks like a crazy 90s movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what I got.
Have a good night, fellas.
All right.
Hey, real quick, one other thing. I haven't had a chance to, because it's our pick next, right? For November, me and John.
Yeah, I can't remember. What was the last things we watched?
It feels like I haven't picked a movie in ever.
Hold on.
Yeah, you haven't showed up on our picks. You picked them, but
I mean, I've been here the last 2 or 3 anyway.
The last one was.
Wasn't it Maximum Overdrive?
I guess the last one was Trailer Park of Terror and no, it was Maximum Overdrive, right? Yeah.
Or Trailer Park. Trailer Park of Terror?
Trailer Park of Terror. What was the other one with that one?
Greg, you picked that one.
Trailer Park of Terror and Candyman was like August though, wasn't it? Or September? Yeah, August. And then you guys did something in September, right?
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right, guys. Have a good night.
The last roundup, last roundup, last roundup.
I discovered there is life.
How do you know?
There's a certain mental transference, telepathy that occurs between vampires and the victim.